And instead of asking ChatGPT, is this a good one? I said, tell me why I shouldn't buy this one.
That's a good call.
Oh.
And it was good because I found that AI has this tendency to be like anything you bring up to like, oh, good choice, dude. That's the
100%.
best. Oh, yeah, get that one. It's very
It's my dog.
Yeah, you're my dog. Oh.
By the way, you're also the smartest person in the world.
Right.
You're like, wait, what about instead of baking a cake with flour, I use cement? AI would be
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
Now you're combining your two skills.
Exactly. So, but I've been using AI to tell me why not to buy something. That's what you should have done with this router.
Yep, I definitely should have done that.
Because it crowdsources and exposes issues.
Mm-hmm. Have you? I found that my AI assistant thing will constantly now kind of like prove to me how much it knows about me. So I'll ask it a question. I'll be like, "Well, like which Thunderbolt hub should I get?" And it'll be like, "Well, just like your classic car that you're restoring in your driveway, it's like this, and this." And it's like, stop interjecting random stuff about me to prove that you know me, and just tell me what the best Thunderbolt hub is.
Or if you're troubleshooting, you're like, all right, I'm having this issue. Like, what do you think I should try? I should be like, well, step 1, I try this. Then step 2, I do this. And if that doesn't work, do this thing. But actually, if this one, it try to give you this like 15-step thing. Just go, hey, step 1.
Yeah.
Is this on? No. Okay. Step 2, like, stop giving me a wall of text.
That's true. I should start telling mine to give me step-by-step instructions one at a time, because I often find it'll send me like a 5-step process with subpoints for each one.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of like step 3, subsection B, I'll hit a roadblock, or they'll be like, okay, that button isn't there, or something like that. And I'll have to explain to it. It's like, okay, I'm at this step, I'm trying to do this thing, and I'm not finding this button. It's like, if you just gave me things one at a time, I could like pinpoint right where it's happening.
You can't win.
Yeah. Well,
I don't like how it default. Like now I'll go on and you go on Gemini and you have the options of like fast, thinking, or pro.
Yes. I had it explained to me what the difference between all those is. Because I was like, what's the difference between thinking and pro, or thinking and fast? Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, you want to know?
Yeah,
okay,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was hoping you were going to say it, but I didn't want to be that guy that had to ask.
So fast is it? Oh man. Okay. So thinking. This is going to prove how crap my memory is. So the thinking one takes more time to figure things out, but it has a smaller working space than pro. So when you're in the pro model, you have 1 million tokens, quote unquote. Yeah. And a token is kind of akin to RAM, like it's the working memory of the model.
It's a bit of information.
Yeah. So have you ever been talking to an AI model and it starts to forget the conversation,
hallucinating and everything?
No, but it goes for so long that it starts to forget things that you told me a while ago.
That too.
So that's when you're running. That's when you're hitting the token limit, and it's starting to discard tokens from the beginning of the conversation. Because an interesting thing I found about AI models is whenever you have whenever you add a new input to the conversation, you send it a new message, it also sends along every previous message and its response, because it doesn't actually remember anything.
Really?
So the longer your conversation goes for, the more working memory it needs in order to remember what it's doing.
So you could effectively, if you have a long enough conversation, be sending it like 75,000 words.
Exactly. And it'll start forgetting things from the beginning of the conversation because it doesn't have the memory or the token limit to withhold or to like hold all of that information.
Yep.
So the thinking one actually has a smaller workspace than the pro one, but it uses a similar logic train, and it has it kind of like talks to itself internally, and it has a bunch of internal checks that it does in order to make sure that its output is good. It basically talks to itself internally, and it also lays out to you all of its steps along the way. Whereas the fast one actually has a big working memory. It has the same working size memory as the pro one, but it doesn't do that internal self-checking. It's optimized to just spit out information as quickly as possible.
It's kind of like the I'm feeling lucky button on Google.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
Yeah.